I'm joined today by a few of my closest friends, my family supporters, and my constituents, John and Kari Bishop, today to announce my candidacy for the U.S. House of Representatives. I'm running for Congress because our country is under attack. A band of right-wing radicals have hijacked this country and put the interests of their corporate masters ahead of the middle class, seniors, and our New Mexico families. Our economy is crumbling, healthcare is becoming more expensive and inaccessible, and I'm concerned that if we don't address those issues while our economy is struggling, we aren't going to address the real issues that affect New Mexicans each and every day. Congress's answer to this has to cut investments for people and instead to preserve tax breaks for big oil companies and billionaire hedge fund managers. Worst of all, they propose dramatic cuts to Medicaid. Over 500,000 New Mexicans depend on Medicaid. Worst of all, they plan to end Medicare as we know it. This means we'll turn Medicare into a voucher program, and we're going to shift those burdens, those costs, to seniors and the families who support and care for them. I'm running for Congress because we need to stop the insanity. People need a champion to fight against these extreme policies and instead focus on creating more jobs. As a widow, single mother, caregiver, I have personally dealt with everyday issues that real people face. My entire career has been advocating for those who can't fight for themselves, from seniors and the disabled to children and those without health insurance. I have always worked for people and not for the powerful and connected. I've spent my entire career bringing accountability and transparency to government, from cleaning up county government to taking on the worst nursing homes and healthcare facilities in our state. As an elected official and former Secretary of Health and Aging, I'm not afraid to take responsibility and to strike a balance as we work to resolve the economic crisis that is crippling our country. Now, I understand that while we take on the economy and we struggle to salvage our healthcare system and we work to strike a balance and stabilize our military presence, that we can't forget that we have New Mexicans that each and every day have critical issues that you face, that you expect and deserve to get assistance with. I understand that while we take on this economy, that my constituents need a champion in Washington. We can't move on improving the economy, and unless we can't move on improving the quality of people's lives and bringing jobs home to New Mexico if we don't have the fortitude and commitment to deal with our everyday issues. Lastly, I will not forget that public office is public trust. I am committed to my constituents, Bernalillo County, and to my fellow county commissioners. I will remain accountable to the county, and I will continue to deliver to my constituents for the entire tenure of this congressional campaign. And I want to thank everyone for being here, and I'm very excited at this time to introduce John and Kari Bishop one more time and have them give you a sense about why they're standing with me here today. I'll move over for you.
Okay. My name is John Bishop, and this is my wife, Kari. We're just average, everyday New Mexicans, and just trying to make it through life. We are in the middle of an international adoption right now. We were having some difficulty getting 2 documents notarized correctly. After months of frustration, we finally went to the county commissioner. And Michelle, once she found out about it, she took action, got it taken care of immediately. This is the kind of leadership that we need in Congress. So we're asking you to join us in our commitment to her on her road to Congress. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. All right. Who has questions? Peter, surely you have a question.
The debt ceiling debate, where would you have come down on that issue? And should leaders be more willing to compromise?
I think the issue is that leaders need to be willing to compromise, but they have to take immediate action. Peter, on those issues and others, I'm going to be the kind of leader, the kind of champion in Washington that's going to strike a balance between making sure that our grandchildren aren't paying for our mistakes in the future, but the burdens aren't entirely on the middle class today. I think that we can make an impact. I'm going to take action. That's what I'm going to do. Anybody else?
In your news release, you talked about the time is right for a progressive woman to represent CD1. Why? And what is it about being a progressive woman that is going to distinguish yourself from your opponents in the primary?
Well, I mean, I think even in my announcement, I identified that I've worked on the issues that people are having to deal with every day: healthcare, jobs, housing, food, family issues. When you are in Boston engrossed in those issues, I think it's very clear that you can be the kind of candidate that has the empathy and commitment and the ability to advocate on those issues. The issue that you identified about being a progressive, here's what I really think is important about my candidacy today, is that I think we are all tired of this extreme on either side of an issue without ever focusing on any actions that will actually make a difference in your lives today. And I think that that's what's happened. We have this inertia. People are tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these extreme policies and attacks on families and the Mexicans. And I want to be the champion in Washington that makes a difference for you.